Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to welcome you once again back to Louisville, Kentucky. This is the 6th annual Derby City Classic, the 9th day of 9 days. We're going to wrap it up today. And to bring you up to date, the 9-ball division, which was the last of the 3 divisions, started with 310 players. We're down to the final 3. We just conducted the draw, and Mr. Souquet advances into the next round, which leaves us with Mr. Wetch and Mr. Reyes. At this time, we'd like to get underway. And for your viewing pleasure, please welcome from Columbia Heights, Minnesota, terrific player. He's a billiard room proprietor, Mr. Jimmy Wetch. Can we have a hand for Jimmy Wetch, please? Thank you, Louisville. And his opponent, once again, is sponsored on tour by Pouliot Sports, player representative for San Miguel Beer, former winner of the ESPN Ultimate 9-Ball Challenge, former WPA World 9-Ball Champion, winner of the Challenge of Champions, 2-time World 8-Ball Champion. He's won here in Louisville before. Terrific player from the Republic of the Philippines. Please welcome the magician himself, Mr. Efren Reyes. Let's hear it for him. Thank you. And gentlemen, you may lag for the first break. Let's get it on.
Pool fans and friends, we are live in Louisville with Billiard Club Network and Accu-Stats. Tonight we bring you semifinal 9-ball championship action. I'm very excited for this opportunity to talk to you throughout the match, and along with me will be the legendary and insightful Danny DiLiberto.
Well, thank you for your kind words. We're down to the last 3 out of a field of 307. It's the final day of the tournament. We have 2 players undefeated yet. Jimmy Wetch is not one of them, so if he beats Efren, Efren is still in. We still have 3. But if Efren wins, we're down to 2, and both of those will be undefeated, so we'll have at least a couple matches.
Efren's won the lag. This is a race to 7, and these matches have been played at an alarming pace in terms of quality of the play. The last match that we witnessed was both players put up 900 plus Accu-Stat figures. Last night, Efren Reyes got out of the match in 4 innings.
Yeah, Reyes is really hot. I mean, he was struggling during the early part of this tournament, but he seems to have worked himself into super gear, and he is going to be tough to beat.
The wing ball and the 1-ball both went in on the break.
Could he hit the inside of the side?
Well, he's playing the 2-ball.
Yeah, I know. Where's the cue ball going? Could it hit on the low side of the side pocket? If not, where does he go?
He's checking the 3 to see if it even clears easily past the 7-ball. If it's tight, he would like to be as close to the 3-ball as possible.
Well, according to the monitors, it looks like it has plenty of room. It's just a case of falling on it now. You know, you have a little tricky position here because he's on the cushion. You know, he might have to jack up and go 3. I don't know if he can hit on the inside. No, he couldn't, so he decided to play safe. Not bad. You see, a man had a shot. I mean, he could have made the ball, but he couldn't gain from it, so his intelligence as a pool player said, play safe. Nothing to gain. You can lose and not win with that shot.
Efren came to the tournament playing with a new cue, a Judd Philippine cue, and additionally he also uses a Tiger brand medium tip. Wetch is now set for his first opportunity at the table, playing with a shown cue.
He's going to try to do what Efren didn't do, put him on the... Oh, he kicked at it. I thought he could hit the edge. But he was trying to do a kick safe. And instead, he left the 2 where you have pretty automatic position on the 3. He's going to have to jack up a little. He's still looking at it. I mean, from here, it looks like it goes easily, but from down there, apparently not. And that is the whole game, falling on the 3 here.
If he really, the 3 doesn't go, if he pockets the 2, perhaps he can move the 3-ball to the end rail and lodge the cue ball on the 7 defensively.
You know, he'll do that if it doesn't go, but he looks like he's playing position for it to go. He didn't want to lose the cue ball, so he shot it in right off the 8. That's a great shot because now he leaves a little more space to go from the 6 to the 7. Great all-around shot.
A subtly great shot.
He's playing a billiard. And he's playing it well, too. See, the 3 did not go, obviously, and he made a billiard on it and tried to control the 3. That's straight rail kind of thinking, where you got to control more than just the cue ball.
Nice cut into the side pocket to pick up proper position on the 5 ball. The remaining balls now lay out here in very manageable position, and I look for Efren to take an early lead in this match.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything's going to stop him. I mean, you know, he makes tricky layouts look easy right now.
The list of great players that were in attendance that have not passed through to the final stages of the tournament would be too long to even enumerate.
Anyway, Efren, like Lassiter, Luther Lassiter of the past, you probably heard of him, he would play so-so during the beginning of the tournament, but when it got near the finals, he got flawless. And that's what has happened to Efren, because he's played a few matches. In the 1 pocket he could have lost, the 9 ball he could have lost. You know, the Canadian announcer hung the 9 ball up on the hill.
Jim Wetch, yeah.
Yeah, Jim Wetch had him beat. So, you know, he wasn't playing as hard as he is now. Now he looks like he's going to get out no matter where he sits.
Well, he's in good form. He's been playing every day and for a lot of hours each day, and this is the 9th day, so he's definitely found his speed on the tables and his smoothness with his stroke delivery. You could tell by that safety he made. He was able to hook Jimmy Wetch so that he had to kick at the 2 ball.
And if you throw in, is he warmed up? We'd have to say he is, because he's played like 8 matches yesterday. And the other guys, I'm sure, aren't playing that many. You know, and in one way you could say it'll tire you. Another way you could say he is in rhythm right off the go. You know, and they may not be. Well, we haven't been able to see yet because Jimmy Wetch hasn't had a chance to do anything so far.
Another thing that favors Efren is that he's played quite a few of his matches up here on the TV table because he sells videos. So they put him back up here where we can all observe him.
He's been playing, but in all fairness, it's the way to do it because you can fit more people in this enclosed area in the stands, and they want to watch Efren. So he sells videos. The people want to see him. And plus, it's like semifinals and final matches. I don't know if he hit this hard enough. He's not going to fall on the 3. You know, he may be able to hit the edge, but he can't make it for sure.
He's very good at manipulating the balls to his advantage, even from less than ideal positions. And safety plays like this is an aspect of the game that he excels at.
He might be kicking this.
I think he's curling the cue ball around, perhaps.
Oh, is he? Oh, maybe he is. Yeah, he did and
Look at
made the ball.
Look at the spin with those multiple dots on the cue ball. You can really see he was very close to being able to make that, and then just a little bit of a hook produced by some right-hand English and slight elevation. He was able to pocket that ball.
That's what I'm talking about right now about Efren. He's going to not only get out the easy racks, he's going to get out the tricky ones.
Well, he's got a tough little tester coming back.
Well, the thing about this is he just has to make the ball. Position is there.
And I noticed with this stance, look at, he's adjusted his cue. Pocketed the ball. He's adjusted his stance some since the last time I've seen him play a couple of years ago.
Well, I'll tell you what. I've been watching him now for 18 years, and maybe even more. It might be more than that. First time I saw him was in '84. It's 2004 already. Oh my God. Where did the time go, Mark?
Well,
but anyway, he is playing as hard right now as I've seen him play in 20 years. He's giving no quarters at all. He gets a shot and out.
The beauty of Efren is that he is an artist, and he does not play for the money. He plays for the love of the game, where some of the guys, when they get to that stature upper level pool, money becomes the preponderance of their
do you know
goal.
That, or is that your opinion, that he plays for the love of the game? Have you interviewed him and heard him say that?
Yes.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear.
I try not to dispense myth here, Danny.
Great, because I always love first-hand stories, first of all. I don't like when someone heard it from this guy and all. I like all my stories are first-hand. So in other words, that's not just an opinion, it's a fact. You know, that's how he feels. And that's great to know. And that's why he's going to endure and play great forever.
Well, he's breaking and running out this rack, and that terrific masse shot set up the whole rack for him. He's picking up right where he left off last night when he ran 4 of the 7 racks from the break.
He's a machine right now. He's going to be very tough to beat. 2-0. Jimmy Wetch hasn't even come to the table. Serious luck. Look at Jimmy. He kicked one time, but I don't call that coming to the table. I'm called like a chance to win the game. Look at him. He is deadpan serious, and he is thinking, give me a chance before I get way behind. I want to shoot before I'm losing 6-0. Tough to get off the chair 6-0 and play well. So, but at 2-0, you still have a lot of fire.
Well, he
a lot of life.
He can't worry about the score. He needs to be mentally preparing for his opportunity, when and if it comes.
If it comes, you're right. Look at this. He broke the cue ball, stopped on the dot in the middle of the table. He's got a shot on the 2. The 3 is hanging in the side. The 4 from the 3 is easy. The 4 to the 5 is easy. The 5 to the 6. We got a roadmap here. No, except for the 8 to the 9, everything else leads to one another.
And once again, a very common 9-ball layout that these guys are very familiar with working with. He will take his time and negotiate the proper angle so he doesn't have to work extremely hard to get through it.
You know, the players like to talk about Efren has one weakness, his break. But what is going wrong here? I mean, he's stopping the cue ball. He's running out. He's making a ball on the break. You know, there's nothing wrong with his break.
Well, every other aspect of his game is so excellent that his break is perhaps a little bit more average in terms of professional quality. And it seems to be his glaring weakness because it's more closely resembles average.
Yeah, but also, I think the players want it to be that way. They're hoping his break is weak because everything else is obvious.
It's really beautiful to watch him follow through the ball and the smoothness. And when you look at how loose his grip hand is, I mean, it resembles a wet dish rag hanging under the cue when he goes through the cue ball. There's no tension whatsoever.
That was a pretty good hit right there.
Very clean. The loose grip enables him to generate spin, maximum spin at minimum speeds, and maneuver the cue ball through tighter areas and kill the cue ball in ways that the other top players struggle or don't even attempt.
Well, that's 3.
Okay. And when we get a moment, maybe we can pop up Efren's bio here. And after that, it'd be nice to see the scouting report. Efren Reyes, age 49, hometown Angeles City, Philippines. His home pool room is Angeles City Billiards. Plays with a Philippine Judd cue, sponsored by Puyat Sport. Titles, well, he's won everything there is to win. His pool influences were Jose Perica and Ramon Hernandez. And his training method is lots of rotation, a game that's just about extinct here in the United States.
Well, I started explaining it in one of the other tapes. Rotations with 15 balls. And you have a lot more obstruction, so you have to have a little better cue ball control to wiggle around and fall on balls. And that's why all the Filipinos play such great 9-ball. You know, after you get rid of 6 balls, it looks easy. It's the equivalent of us going from 9-ball to 6-ball. You know, you get a shot in 6-ball, you're out. That's how they feel.
He's got another real good chance to break and run out here, Danny.
Yeah, Jimmy Wetch so far isn't having any fun.
Well, he had the opportunity to kick one time.
Look at the good part, though. He won't have a chance to dog it.
And Reyes is really a nice rhythm.
See, if he loses this match 7-0 and doesn't get to the table again, he doesn't lose any of his backers.
Oh, I don't know that he's concerned about losing his backers at this point.
Hey, what's this? Oh my God, he did a little body English and he knocked the cue ball into the point. This guy plays while the ball is rolling. That's how good he is. That ball was going in the pocket. He did a little twist and the cue ball hit the point.
He's concerned as to whether the point of the side pocket might have an influence on whether he can hit the edge of the cue ball or edge of the 6 ball.
I think he can, and he's really lucky that he didn't make the cue ball.
I'm going to tell you, that was terrific speed that he used. He maximized his possibility of rolling that ball into the pocket by very judicious use of the speed. Now he's back in line.
Yeah, Wetch, what's going to happen? I want a shot. I want a shot.
It appears he failed to shave this morning. Some terrific camera work by our crack crew. All right, let's see the scouting report when we get a chance. The rate this match is going, this is going to be a short match. Well, as you can see, we give the edge to Wetch in the breaking department, which we've yet to see as far as shot making, defense, kicking, position play, focus, creativity. All go to Efren. Will to win, we gave it to Wetch. The sum total of which is that Efren Reyes, the reigning best player in the world, holds a distinct advantage over anybody.
Well, I got to disagree with the will to win. He's won so many tournaments that you cannot win those kind of tournaments with top players in the world unless you have a strong will to win. And again, they underrate his break too. Look at this. See you later again here.
One on the side. Well, it depends on where the 2 ball goes. Yeah. Well, he's in good position here. He's running multiple racks.
Yeah, he is.
Leading 4-0 in this match.
Efren Reyes, of course, 1,000.
Flawless.
Wetch 0. A perfect match. The last perfect match I saw was at Resorts International. Wade Crane against Buddy Hall in the finals. He shot 1,000.
Well, I'm not sure there's been too many other ones to see, Danny. I don't know if anyone else has ever shot 1,000 in tournament play.
And maybe not. The place is going to go wild if he runs 7 and out here. This is 5.
You know, a lot of times you hear guys discuss in pool rooms and such great big runs of balls, and in all the tournaments I've ever witnessed, I think about the biggest runs I've ever seen. I've seen 8 a couple times and 7 a couple times. You never see double-figure runs. You hear about them.
Uh-oh, that's a no-no, but he's going to get away with it. He really didn't want to hit that. He wanted to spin under it, and he's grinning a little. He knows he got away with something there. A rare, rare loss of the cue ball.
Taking a little time to determine how he wants to play this.
I think he's going to go 3 rails.
Rail first?
To the side. No.
Ball
Cut it.
first.
Ball first. Go 3 rails to the 5 in the side. Well, now he's looking to see if he can get to the corner pocket and where it would be real bad to get. And, let me see what he's going to do. I like the 3-railer, but he doesn't apparently.
Rail
yes,
first.
he does.
Rail first.
Yeah, he
Side
did hit
pocket's
rail
big.
first, but you see, yeah, he's in the hole. No, he isn't. Wow. Jimmy Wetch was leaning. I caught Jimmy Wetch leaning. You didn't lean well enough now. You don't play body English as well as Efren.
Really chose the rail first path because it lends itself to getting around for the side pocket, but also that's an issue with scratching too.
Right. It lends itself to going a little shorter. If you hit the ball first, he would have went a little longer and he would have been straight in and he wouldn't have had to do this. And he's slinking around here. See, he wouldn't have had to do that if he would have hit ball first. But hey, how am I second guessing Efren? He's rolling over top player after top player. any game.
Well, he's the newly elected inductee into the Hall of Fame, so
Yeah.
he makes some good decisions along the way. Yeah, right now he's kind of setting himself up, gauging the speed that he needs.
He got a little funny here. You know, he may not be able to get by that point if he tries to go 2 rails. So he's going to draw the ball 1 rail, I believe. Oh, 2 rails. Look
Power
at that
draw.
stroke.
Beautiful shot. Well executed. Efren's going to lead 5 games to 0. So far, Wetch has had very little input into the match.
Well, all you people out there watching this on the internet and on Accu-Stats, it's you're getting a treat and a half. You're seeing perfect play by the greatest player in the world, most people's eyes. Efren the Magician Reyes. See why they call him the Magician?
Playing mistake-free pool, and it's a rarity. I mean, it's so difficult, even if you're a top player, to assemble matches like this. Playing the pink 4-ball in the corner and the 1-ball on the side. 4-ball went right in. The 1-ball.
1 rail.
all the way
Okay,
back.
where's the 2?
Well,
Uh-oh, it stopped funny. Stopped on the 50-yard line. I don't know. He may be able to go forward and catch the point, maybe with a little reverse English, but he's not sitting in a Mickey Mouse layout here. But like I said, I think if he goes forward with a little reverse, center reverse, he can catch that point and hold it up. That's what he's going to do, I believe. I don't think he can draw it past the side. He's got to roll forward with a lot of reverse. And that's what he did, and he caught the point.
What a shot. What a shot. That was, on the scale of difficulty, that was a 9 on a scale of 10. That's a stroke that you do not see many of the other top players employ. I can't think of any.
Yeah, I saw it coming. I saw it
You
coming.
called it.
Yeah.
I'm saying how many of them can execute it.
Yeah. Seeing it and doing it is a little, and especially with accuracy. See all the English he had on that ball? That was so that when he hit that point, it grabbed to the right, not the left into the pocket.
No problem. Perfect position.
Yeah, it looks like, I'll tell you what, Jimmy Wetch might not want to shoot anymore. He's pulling from the run 7 and out, I believe.
I don't think he feels that
Nah,
bad
I'm
about
only,
it.
I'm just like to make a little joke about it. The guy's suffering, so I'll make a little humor.
I don't think he's even suffering. I think he's kind of amused at the
painless.
quality of the play. Yeah. Even the best players are still pool fans at heart, and when they see someone put on a show like this, you have to admire it.
Well, he fell a little short, but I don't think he's going to have problems. He could reach it.
Efren really needs to bear down here and go ahead and complete this run for a perfect match. Score is now Reyes 6 and Wetch 0. Wetch with only 1 kick shot opportunity throughout the match. Let's go to Jimmy's bio here if we get a chance. Okay. Wetch is 35 from Minneapolis, owner of Jimmy's Pro Billiards, sponsored by Schoen. Plays with a Schoen. His titles include the McDermott Masters and the Hubler Cup, not the Hubler Cup. He's influenced by Johnny Archer, and he practices 4 hours per day.
Okay, when we get a chance, we're going to go back to that shot that he killed the cue ball and hit the point of the rubber, and that's how he got position. Are we coming to an end here?
He has failed to pocket a ball on the break. Here's a replay of that tremendous shot that we saw.
Watch the English. See what the English did when it hit that point? Straightened right out.
And what a tremendous shot that was.
Well, anyway, the fans just screamed and howled when Jimmy Wetch finally got out of his chair. And look what he has to start with.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing
He's
to
gonna
get
play
excited
safe.
about.
This is like the Irving Crane story with Mike Siegel. Mike Siegel went to Crane's place the first time when he was a kid, said, "Mr. Crane, can I hit him with you?" And Mike broke. Crane ran 200 and played safe.
Oh, boy.
A quick Irving Crane, Mike Siegel story. A great shot, but however, that's not going to get you 6 games. But you got to play him one at a time right now. Just like Efren did all that great play, Jimmy is capable of that too. Just needs the chance. But how are you going to beat stuff like that? He's doing every part of the pool game perfectly. He hit the paint on that ball.
When you roll a cue ball 8 feet away and nick the one ball so that it only travels about a foot and lets the cue ball retain its energy to travel 9 foot back down the table, that's an amazing hit.
Anyway, if you're a fan of Efren or any of the top players, Accu-Stats has tapes of every one of them playing all games, and the number to call is 1-800-828-0397. Get a catalog and pick some great tapes. Or accustat.com.
Well, Jimmy made a 2-rail kick approach, and he contacted the one ball, but he's not going to like the result of that shot. Wasn't anything he did wrong. He had to make the hit. It's just unfortunate. Nothing's working for him right now.
Jimmy so far has had a kick and a safe. And it could be end of him.
And a kick. He had a kick earlier in the match, a safety, and a kick.
Yeah, 2 kicks and a safety. It's tough to get 7 games that way. And I would imagine that he is cooked goose right now.
Efren playing with perfect rhythm, a lot of confidence. He's not jumping around with his stroke like he was earlier in the week when we were watching some of his matches. Remember when he kind of flinched on some of those strokes?
He got, listen, he overcut that ball a little bit and almost didn't get long enough, but he did. He almost caught that point, and if he did, he'd be down at the end rail here.
Well, you know, he's been doing all the shooting. He's had no rest throughout this match. Pocketed every ball.
He hasn't had rest in the last 2 days. He's just been playing around the clock. And like I say, not against Mickey Mouse. He's been beating the top players in the world. He won the one-pocket tournament.
And played his one-pocket matches in between playing 9-ball matches in the other event.
Yeah, he was playing the 9-ball tournament and the finals of the one-pocket, one after another. And I think
he just quietly came up with a terrific shot. That was low with a little bit of inside spin, drifted around 3 rails, made it look so easy. The audience didn't even recognize the difficulty of the shot. And this is a knowledgeable audience.
You know, he got a little funny here, but he can shoot left-handed. That's the big thing here. You know, I tell all the beginners out there, play both hands, because look at this. This stops you from stretching and using the bridge. And this is going to be a very painless loss for Jimmy Wetch. I mean, he didn't suffer. He never was in it. He never had a chance. He didn't dog it. He still got his backers.
And here's a 1,000 match. You're not going to see this very often. Perfect match. What a terrific, terrific match. That was just a sheer pleasure to bring to the people here viewing and be able to witness this. And there's our stats. It's pretty simple. 1,000 for Reyes and 0 for Wetch. Wetch has nothing to feel bad about. That was a terrific match. We're going to be right back, so hang on. We're going to try to get Efren Reyes up here for a short interview. We're back, and it's our extreme pleasure to bring you Efren Reyes, fresh off of 1,000, a perfect match out here.
Well, you know, the break, you know, every time I break, it got me easy shot. That's why I can always grab and make me no more pressure for that, you know. And I play good.
Yeah, they were not all easy layouts, easy run. You made it look easy, but why are you so mean? Why are you so mean? I mean, you're killing people.
Oh, I think they don't like to win because every time I play somebody, they play bad, you know.
Yeah, they're intimidated, it's called.
Wetch
they
didn't
dog
get a
it
chance.
against you.
They dog.
You know, tell us a little bit about that one shot, the 2-ball down in the corner pocket. It was you were on a run of about 3 or 4 racks. The 2 balls by the side pocket up here, and the cue ball's here, and you have to shoot the 2-ball all the way down. Use a low right-hand English to the point.
Yes. You have to play to kill the ball and make more spin so that the cue ball more follow, hit the...
And the
Yeah,
right
tickets.
speed
Yeah.
also, or
Yeah.
it glances too much. Yeah.
Earlier in the match, you had to masse slightly around this ball to remember the ball was down on the long rail. Slight masse, you hit that perfect.
Yeah.
Fell a little short in your position, but
Yeah,
came right out
short.
of it.
I play short. You know. I don't know how come I play short for that.
And then the 8-ball that you had the back cut, and then 2 cushions with draw back out to the center of the table. 9 balls down table. Do you remember the shot I'm talking about where you back cut? Here's the 8-ball, and here, and back out for the 9.
Oh, anybody can do that too. A lot of good like, you know, Corey. He make more than to me because he can draw
Yeah.
more than him.
Okay, but for the audience, why not topspin? Because you could get to the end rail.
I cannot get the touch the person over there. I had to hit the other cushion here. But it's very hard to play 3 cushion to spin there because it's not easy to make it.
Yeah, it was a difficult cut.
Yeah.
So the draw played it easier to pocket the ball that way.
Yeah.
Okay, from all of us at AccuStats, congratulations. And to everybody that witnessed that match, thank you very much for sharing your time with us, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Okay, congratulations, and don't relax because you got a tough cookie next match. Ralph Souquet's playing very well too.
Yeah.
You're going to have to beat him at least twice
Okay. If I break like that, I don't think they...
to beat anybody.
yeah.
Okay.